me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.
So what's going on, guys? We're playing some more NHL 17 today, and we're going to be talking about one thing I think is a huge mistake that a lot of people are making when it comes to buying Movembers to invest in them. Let me be clear though, I'm not saying not to go buy certain Movembers because you can still buy them. It's your choice, your opinion. What I am saying though is we're going to look at these Movembers real quick, and we're going to talk about growth. As far as you want to buy Movembers, if you're looking to buy Movembers and you're only really doing it up mainly for the purpose of making coins to sell them later for more, that's what I'm getting at to help you guys with here today. Pretty much what I'm going to be showing you is if you look at all these Movembers out, you look and see guys like Malkin, he sold for 600k, now he's selling for 800k. You look at toews, he's selling for 600k, 700k now as well. And I bring these up because these are the guys most people think, oh, I got to get a toews, I got to get a malkin, I got to get a stamkos because they're the big name players and are going to get upgrades. Well, let me put this out here for you real quick. Think about this. These guys are 700, 600k. Heck, Stamkos I just seen went for $1 million already on PS4. When these guys reach their peak values, somebody like Stamkos is probably at most 2.5 million. And if you look at it, the fact that he's already 1.1 million, his price would be pretty close to doubling. That's not bad. Flipping your coins for double the profit, not bad at all. Same with Malkin. You buy a Malkin for 700 to 800k right now, he's going to have to sell for 1.6 million. toews is the same way. He's going to have to sell for 1.2 million. Are those reasonably, potentially possible, reachable things for these players? Of course they are. Those guys have reached that before in past games. But here's the thing. What I do, instead of buying these guys though, and a lot of people don't think about this, is you don't buy these 600-700k players. I went and bought like 5 Andrew Ladds today. Why? Because he's 30k. He's an 86 overall. If you look at it, he's 86 overall, 30k, right? I know he's not got the highest potential of an upgrade, but all he needs is one. He gets one upgrade, defensive, forward, whatever. He's going to be an 88 overall. Bump a guy like that up from an 86 to an 88. The 88 overalls in this game currently are going for 70, 80k range, right? So all of a sudden, that 30k you flip, that's already 2 times the coins. You're almost 3 times the profit of what you bought already. And the thing is Movembers are all hype as well. You guys remember that, the later you get in the year, not the later I should say, I say a few months down the road from now, guys like 88 overalls, 89s, I'm never surprised to see a guy like that go 150k range. So now we're talking 30k into 150k. That's 5 times the profit. What's more likely to happen? Let's be honest here. Do you think there's a better chance you see a guy like Andrew Ladd go from 30k to 150k, saying really he only probably needs 2 upgrades to do it? 89 overall is probably reasonable. Or would you think there's a better chance you go buy a guy like, say, Jonathan Toews for 600k? Do you think there's a better chance he's going to be worth 3 million coins? Could he? Possibly. Probably, though. Probably not. Especially considering, the expensive guys really ain't going for those million coin ranges. Like the high-end player golds, I get it, their golds don't go for near as much as they were in previous games. So if, people aren't dishing out the dimes anymore, they're still going to be dishing out 150k for a lower tier guy. I mean, they're not breaking the bank for a 150k player. I guess though, even if Malkin at 600k, it's hard not to say something about Malkin or toews times 5, 3 million. I mean, I don't see them ever getting past 2 million, quite honestly, if they do get that high. But maybe a better example is a guy like Kopitar. Is Kopitar? I think Kopitar is about 400 or 500k. There's no way he's getting there's no way he's going for 2.5 million time at some point in time during this season. Same with a guy like Drew Doughty. He's pretty high up there, I think, as well. But a guy I think I did go out and buy was a guy like Duncan Keith or something. I was surprised he was that low. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a times 3 or 4, be around 1 million coins by the end of the year. He's due for a lot of good cards. We'll talk about that in a later video though, because we're going to get a video out about guys that I think could see upgrades like from milestones, player of the games, etc. That could be just good investments in general if you're not looking for that plus times 4 times 5 flipping on your coin. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I've been looking for them this year. I haven't seen as many. I like to stay right around that 30, 40k range, 86, 87 overall if I can find them. And I love to buy those guys up because an 86 overall, they still get a +2 on their overall on their first upgrade. They go from 86 to an 85 or 86 to an 88, which is great because he's, like I said, he's almost guaranteed double in value at that point already. And that's just from one upgrade. You're not going to go buy him on Malkin and get one upgrade and see him go up double his value. And the thing is about guys like Malkin and stuff, until Team of the Year, sometimes they don't see upgrades. Why? Because, quite frankly, maybe Sagan's a better example because he's still younger. They don't see these upgrades because they're not these hot and cold players. They're solid, consistent players all year. They're point per game players all year. If they're point per game every week, say they get 3 games played 4 points, 3 games played 5 points, that's not going to get them a team of the week. That's just solid, good play. You're going to need 6 or usually you're going to need 5, 6, 7 points to get a team of the week. That's why, you know, some of these guys you don't see anything until team of the year or winter classic or a player of the game, because they're not as susceptible to it because they're just consistently good players. I definitely do think it's a problem a lot of people make, especially once the cards aren't in packs anymore. Like Malkin's already, people are trying to get 1.1 million for Malkin, and his last price sold 800k now. I definitely, if you're looking, I mean, I'd love to have a Malkin on my team, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for players just in general to stash and you don't intend on playing the game, say a guy like Malkin, if you get him for 1.1 million, 2.2 million is a far stretch. I'd be, just because of the way things are priced this year, it is something I'd be a little concerned about. But at the same time, he's been there at 2.2 million before. But that's just, like I said, it's doubling your price. Why double it when you can probably triple with a lower tier guy? Even a guy like Max Pacioretty, I don't almost think you could possibly triple it. An 88 overall, and he was going for like 80k, I think. But that is definitely my biggest probably tip I can give for those of you that are investing for the long run. I mean, like always, you guys don't have to listen to me. It's my thought of it. After doing Movembers for a couple years, I've come to realize it, because the first year Movembers came out, that's what I did. I bought the big name players. But now that I looked at it, like last year I bought Blake Wheeler 30k, sold every single one of them for 150k. Like I said, times 5. I bought Patrick Kane, I think, too, just because I had to have one. I bought him for like 1.2 million, and I think I sold him for 2.5, 2.8. I mean, yeah, it's a million and 1.3 million coin profit, but if I would have spent 1 million coins worth of Blake Wheelers, I would have made 5 million coins. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a big difference there if you put a bunch of small players and flip them compared to big ones. So hopefully you found this video helpful, guys. As always, you want to see more videos about Movembers, let me know. Like I said, I'm trying to get another episode out about good players to invest in for the long run that have, like, not just these times 5 flips, but just guys in general that I could see getting, like I said, milestones put of the game. So stay tuned to that if you guys want to see that. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.